Spain wins Women's World Cup for the first time, deservedly beating England in Sydney. History has been made. Against the odds and amid a backdrop of turmoil, Spain reached the pinnacle in Sydney on Sunday, beating England 1–0 to win the Women's World Cup for the first time. That Spain had progressed to the final, given the tumultuous year the national team had experienced, was remarkable. That La Roja triumphed against the reigning European champion and pre-match favourite in spite of the disputes and divisions which has clouded the national team throughout the tournament makes this achievement extraordinary. Olga Carmona's wonderful 29th-minute strike proved to be the winner. Spain could even afford to miss a second-half penalty as La Roja became only the second country, after Germany, to win both the men's and women's World Cups. As Spain's players celebrated by forming a joyful heap of red on the Stadium Australia pitch, many of England's players were in tears as hopes of becoming the country's first senior soccer world champion since 1966 were ended by a brilliant Spain. For possession and attempts on goal, there was only one team in it. Spain outplayed England. But there is some solace for England which, like Spain, was competing in a Women's World Cup final for the first time, because the team has progressed further than ever before in this competition. Even in defeat, the Lionesses had made history. Prince William paid tribute to the "spirit" of the Lionesses, posting on X, formerly known as Twitter. "Although it's the result none of us wanted. Lionesses, you have done yourselves and this nation proud." But it is Spain which celebrates, and it is Spain's future which shines the brightest, especially if off-pitch issues can be resolved, because now, incredibly, the Iberian nation is a Women's World Cup winner at under-17, under-20 and senior level. Some of the country's most famous faces reveled in the team's success. Tennis star Rafael Nadal, the 22-time Grand Slam winner and arguably Spain's greatest athlete, posted an Instagram story which said, "Let's go. Congratulations, world champions." Division and uncertainty. But as fireworks lit up the night sky and a wave of golden ticker tape showered the victorious players during the trophy presentation, thoughts wandered to those Spanish players who had missed an opportunity to win the sport's biggest prize because of the dispute between the players, the coaching staff and the country's soccer federation. Last September, 15 Spanish players declared themselves unavailable for selection, saying they were unhappy with the training methods of head coach Jorge Vilda, who had described the situation at the time as a world embarrassment. When asked in the build-up to the final what it was like to face a dressing room that questioned the worth of the coach and staff, Vilda told the Spanish newspaper Marca that there was no choice but to focus on work. Only 3 of those 15 players who had written letters to the Spanish Soccer Federation, RFEF, last year, saying the situation within the national team was affecting their emotional state and health, were selected for the World Cup squad. One was Aitana Bonmati, the midfielder who excelled against England and who won the Golden Ball, given to the best player of the tournament. The Barcelona player was peerless and epitomized Spain's supremacy and also the talent at the country's disposal. Spain has become a world champion without some of its best players, talents who are the finest in the world in their respective positions. It says much for the pool of talent at Spain's disposal that it was able to succeed in such circumstances. Yet although this could be a transformative win for women's soccer in the country, in its 3 previous World Cup tournaments, Spain had never progressed beyond the round of 16. It is perhaps not a unifying one. The country is now the best in the world, but the international futures of those exiled players remain unclear. With victory, the questions surrounding the national setup, of whether or how the dispute can be resolved, do not disappear. Thanks for watching NY Sports News. Stay tuned for more updates.